Welcome back to the Kings related YouTube channel and this recap of the Kings 109-108 loss Monday night at the Golden One Center against the Atlanta Hawks. And this was a career night for one Keon Ellis off the bench, 33 points, 6 rebounds. He was 9 of 15 from 3, and it was all spoiled because of the Kings' inability all night to stop the Atlanta Hawks pick and roll. If you look at this, Trae Young was absolutely a non-factor in this game. If you just look at the box score, 7 points in 35 minutes by Trae Young, but he had 19 assists, and all that was setting up his teammates all night long in that pick and roll action, and it showed in the box score as the Hawks had 44 points in the paint. All that because of the setup of that pick and roll by the Atlanta Hawks all game long. And it really started in the first quarter where Atlanta, they got off to that 22-6 start. And that's not setting the tone at home. And how many times have we talked about the Kings establishing a home court at the Golden One Center? You're not doing that when you let a Hawks team who played Sunday night up in Portland and they lost, and you let them come in to your building and start 22 to 6. And to make matters worse, the Kings started the game from 3, 1 of 7 from 3. They finished the game with 23s in this game. And when Mike Brown took his second time out there in the first half, the Kings were 13 of 16 from 3. You had guys like, you got Keon Ellis, who was absolutely in fuego tonight. You had Kevin Hurdle, even though he was 1 of 10 from 3, he made 1. Trey Lyles was 3 of 7. Doug McDermott, he had 2 threes in this game. De'Aaron Fox, 3 of 6 from 3. But Keon Ellis, absolutely a career night for Keon, spoiled by the Kings' inability to stop the Atlanta Hawks pick and roll all game long. Also, fast break points were also an issue for Sacramento. The Hawks had 18 fast break points. Well, in this game, the Kings a little lacking get back up the court, and that led to a few easy buckets for the Hawks in this game. But Dyson Daniels, I said this in my last recap at the end of it, that his assignment in this game was going to be De'Aaron Fox. And late in that game, to close it out, Dyson Daniels, he had 1 steal in this game, and that 1 steal was to close the game out, where he stripped it from Fox as he was going out for a potential game-winning shot. But Dyson Daniels knocked it out of his hand for that 1 steal to close this game out, 109-108. Again, Keegan Murray, I thought offensively, another quiet night from Keegan. 7 points, 7 rebounds. He did foul out in this game around the 8 minute mark of the fourth quarter. But I thought on um Trey Young, I thought Keegan, I thought his length on Trey Young really bothered him in this game. So nice job defensively by Keegan Murray on Trey Young. Trey Lyles, double double, 12 points, 10 rebounds in this game, 4 assists for Trey. Alex Len, who got the start because you had Sabonis, Monk, and DeRozan, all three out again tonight. There is some good news about all three of those guys. We'll get to in a little bit. But Alex Len, 3 blocks in this game. Kevin Hertel, 39 minutes, 9 points in this game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals for Kevin. De'Aaron Fox, kind of an off night after his last 2 games. Just 28 points for Fox, 5 rebounds, 7 assists in this game. Again, 3 of 6 from three. But he did have 4 turnovers in this game and only 4 attempts from the free throw line. And Fox did get a technical late in this game. And I understand, but the one thing I don't understand is De'Aaron Fox is in his eighth year. He still does not get the respect that he deserves when he's driving to the basket and you got guys hammering him every single time and not a foul call. There were some questionable calls in this game tonight, but that's not the reason why the Kings lost this game. It's not. One of the reasons why they lost, not stopping the Hawks pick and roll all game long. The turnovers, the Kings had 17 turnovers in this game. That's not going to cut it. You're not going to win in the NBA with turning the ball over 17 times. Look at the Hawks. The Hawks turned the ball over 20 plus times Sunday, and they lost that game up in Portland. But the questionable calls by the officials is not the reason why they lost. In my opinion, they lost because of the turnovers, and that's been an issue for the Kings here as of late, is taking care of the ball. That's been a major issue for this Kings team here lately. So they got to clean that up here going forward. And I thought rebounding wise, these last 2 games without Sabonis, the Kings team-wise, defensive rebounds, 36 defensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds, they had 9 offensive rebounds. 45 total rebounds for the Kings. And I thought as a team, they did a really nice job at rebounding in this game. But they also missed some opportunities down the stretch. And I know people are going to get on Mike Brown for not calling a timeout there at the end of the game. I got no problem with it because do you want Atlanta setting their defense there in that last possession? Or do you want the Kings, because you got De'Aaron Fox, have De'Aaron Fox bring it up the court as fast as he does? I was fine with the Kings not calling a timeout because I don't want Atlanta setting their defense there at that last possession. So that's just me. I had no problem of them not calling a timeout, but the reasons why the Kings lost, in my opinion, the 22-6 of at the beginning of the game of when Atlanta started, that's one of the reasons. Not setting the tone early on your home court. And this was a good homestand, 4-game homestand. But at 22-6, you let Atlanta come out on that to start the game. Unacceptable. The 17 turnovers can't happen. The Kings had a lot of illegal screens in this game. Um, Missed opportunities down the stretch of this game that really cost them. Um, and I thought De'Aaron Fox, 4 free throw attempts in this game, and he drove to the basket quite a few times, and not a goddamn whistle was called on for him to get to the line. So Keon Ellis was 6 of 7 from the line, so he shot 7 free throws, 3 more free throws than Foxy in this game. So Kings fall to the Atlanta Hawks by 1. The Kings are now 8-7 on this season so far, and they have a few days off, and they deserve it. They don't play again until Friday down in LA against the Clippers in that brand new Intuit Dome. So, and some good news because some reinforcements are on the way, as in DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, and Malik Monk should probably be back for that game on Friday, so that'd be much needed. Kings playing short-handed these last couple games. So Kings fall by 1 to the Atlanta Hawks. And just a look at some of the other scores around the NBA on this Monday night. Big win on the road for the Chicago Bulls as they beat the Pistons 122 to 112 in that game. The Orlando Magic, big road win for them on the road in Phoenix as they beat the Suns 109 to 99. And Suns, they've been leaking oil here lately. I know that they're without Kevin Durant in this game. They've been without KD here lately with the calf injury. So the Suns are now 9-6. The Magic are 9-6. The Milwaukee Bucks get a 1-point win over the Houston Rockets. Bucks are now 5-9 this season as they try to get back to the winning ways. And the Raptors, in their losing streak, they get their 3rd win of the season, beating Indiana 130 to 119. Bad loss for the Indiana Pacers. And this game just went final. The Clippers, they knocked off the Golden State Warriors by 3, 102 to 93. And that was a game where you had Steph Curry, James Harden trading threes here in that early part of that game. So Clippers are now 8-7 on the season. So thanks for tuning in to this recap of the Kings' 1-point loss, 109-108. And don't forget to drop a thumbs up on this video and hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you right back here for the recap following the game Friday night against the Clippers. We'll see you Friday night, and go Kings.